Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today is our grocery haul day for the month of February, but we're doing things a little different in our house this month, wanting to save some serious money. Our grocery budget for our family we have a family of 13, now 14, but my son and his bride do not live with us. So we're a family of 12 at home, feeding 12 all the time, with often extras. And our grocery budget is usually $1,500 a month, and I'll tell you, that is only because we buy our meat in bulk. We buy a whole cow at a time, whole pig at a time, and we have our own milk, and we're making some of our own dairy products too, which is a huge blessing. Even eggs. Somebody told me that eggs at Aldi were $7 a dozen. That is insane.
$9 the kind we get.
Huh?
$9 the kind we get.
$9 the kind we get. So we have pasture-raised eggs, we have chickens, and we have some dairy cows. So, anyway, that is why our budget is where it is. Otherwise, it would be a lot higher, I'm sure. I'm hoping to save most of that budget this month. And so I'm gonna show you what we bought for the month of February. We're just buying like bare necessities. This is the first time we've had milk cows when we're doing this grocery challenge, because normally buying milk is a must. But we have our own milk, so we're really gonna save this time. So not only will I show you what I bought and tell you how much I spent, I will show you our freezers at the beginning of the month and our pantry and our fridge. You might not see a big difference in the pantry and fridge by the end of the month, but then I'll come back and show you at the end of the month if we had to buy anything else throughout the month, and what our total was, and then I'll show you those places again. I'm thinking we might be able to clean our freezers out pretty well, which would help us to reorganize them a little, so that's always nice. And I haven't really shown you guys the freezers for a long time, so let's go. So Solo picked all this up on his way home from work today, which is great. We got some grapes, cucumbers, tomatoes. These we use a lot in our snack lunches lately. And then we got 4 bunches of bananas, which we'll use for munching on, and smoothies. We got some lettuce, which we use a lot with our meals around here. Sometimes make salads. And one of my daughters, she's 9, and she's been really into making salads lately, so I want to encourage that. Obviously, it's just the fresh stuff we're buying. We've got a couple bags of avocados, which is very popular lately in this house, and 3 bags of apples. We have oranges left from last month. They just really weren't eating the oranges like I thought, and so we didn't need to buy any oranges. They were wanting apples and apples. So we'll probably have to get a little more of this next time, or sometime in this month rather. I will definitely have to get more fruit at least, but our total here was $62.40. There are some things we go without when we're not shopping once a month. So a lot of the things we're making now are the dairy products, but we'll go without sausages. We have maybe 1 package left. And I think we're getting pretty low in the freezers on lunch meat too. So we'll just be creative with some of the other meat that we have to make up for that. But those are some convenience items that we have. And then I think our snacks are gonna get kind of low. Let me show you what we got now. We have 2 refrigerators in our house, and it's often just full of milk and cream. We got a little leftovers. Our feta cheese is almost gone. We do have some lemons and limes left, and cilantro and green onions, which we can't get from Sam's Club. And see, there's our oranges. We still have a lot left. Yeah, some homemade kombuchas, some cheese, which we won't go through all of that this month. Yeah, so we'll see here. This is our pantry, and we keep it pretty stocked well. For sure in a month we're not going to go through all the food that we have, which is great. Tortillas we will. We only have some large ones left, so I guess I'm gonna have to make them this month. And if I was shopping this month, I would have gotten more coconut milk, some bacon crumbles, maple syrups. I just kind of fill in the shelves. Tomato sauce of where things are low, so it will get even lower this month, but that's okay. Whenever I do a grocery challenge like this, I'm always asked a lot, isn't it cost so much more for you to restock what you ate through? The way we restock is a little at a time, trying to fit it into our grocery budget. So no, it will be lower for a little while for sure, but it's worth it, because once in a while it's good for us to just work with what we got, to use up some meats. We always try to focus when we do these kind of months and eat some things that we haven't been eating. We look through the pantry and the freezers and see what have we been ignoring that we could eat and be creative with and make meals out of. And Yes, I won't be able to stock it all the way back up next month. That just wouldn't happen. It would make us go way over our grocery budget. But I will little by little, and we'll get stocked back up. So that's just how we do it. I love to do it once in a while. Solo and I have been getting our budget really tight right now. We have some good financial goals, and we just came from an extremely expensive year. We went to Kenya with our large family, and we built a house, and the construction things, you know, it's always more than you think it's gonna be. And we're just really excited about tightening up our budget in every way. And so doing these challenges once or twice a year is a great way to save money. So that's the goal, and I'm gonna give you the report on how that goes too. Here is our deep freezer. We have a lot of tallow that I need to make into like usable tallow. I think some is lard. And nope, they're all tallow. And then we have a lot of cuts of meat in here that I'm not good at cooking. So maybe when the weather gets better, Solo will grill like short ribs and stuff. We have ground beef. It's getting buried at the bottom, but it's under there. We have plenty, but we do go through our cows pretty fast. It's like 9 months or a little less now. But we have a ham from Christmas. We'll definitely use that this month. And I don't know, there's some other brisket. See, a lot of short ribs and brisket in here, which are wonderful and we love them, but it's not something that I cook regularly. I wait till Solo wants to use a grill. And it's January, so we don't get chances to use a grill outside quite as much. So we'll see what we're able to do with this month. This is our pork freezer, which we have a lot of pork in. I think it's pretty much just pork and colostrum from the cows when they gave birth. I don't know how much of this I need to keep, but right now I have almost 6 gallons of it, and we keep it because if there's an emergency with the cows, it can be life-saving. But yeah, there's a lot of pieces of pork in here, and there's a box of fish back there, but lots of things that I can use and try to be creative with. We have some bags of ice down there and some of our ice cream containers, and this is like some homemade butter, and this is where we keep some of our bread that when I make too much, more than we can eat, I love to put some in here because it's easy to thaw that out and then have it when I'm not wanting to make bread for some reason. And then these are all lard that are frozen that we rendered down. This next freezer is more our chicken freezer, but we do have some pork up here. We have some ground pork, love that, and some bacon. This is just some frozen fruit, not sure why this one's in here. And more pork pieces, chicken. So we have plenty of chicken, which is nice, and then these are homegrown chickens. So we can eat through those. This is just some random stuff, but then tallow. This is all tallow that we rendered down, or mostly a couple lard. And garlic. Yeah, a little frozen vegetables made their way in here. And then finally, this is our fruits and vegetables freezer. I would love to eat some of this stuff out of here that we don't eat as often anymore, like cauli rice is behind there. All these boxes are fruits and vegetables, but it really needs to be organized in a way I can see it better. When we moved these freezers over a couple months ago, they didn't quite get put back the way I prefer them, so I can find things easily. This is kale, and I think we have a lot of spinach in this drawer, and more frozen fruit down here, and then we have a lot of salmon down here, salmon fillets. Ugh. And then we do have some butter over here. That one fell out, but these are butter that we had extra, so we're making our own butter, but when our cows are giving a little less milk, it's nice that we have an extra supply of butter here in case. This is our first time having dairy cows, and I'm not sure how well they will do because they have calves on them still. This is our only lunch meat left. It looks like pepperoni, which is not lunch meat, pepperoni and ham. And I don't think we have, oh, and then we have 2 packages of sausages. So I love eating those for breakfast. So it looks like we'll still get some of that. Oh, there's a bag of fish back there. So it'll be good to eat through some of this and just make it a little more organized. I would like this to be fruits and vegetables, chicken mostly, pork mostly, beef mostly. We do have an extra fridge over here, but we use it when we have an overflow of milk, which we don't have right now, and it's empty. Or if we have we meal prep a ton of food, so I have space to put something. Okay, that's it. Just a short little video today. We are tightening up our budget. Like I said, we're just trying to find places we can cut. Shrinking some of our budgets, like our eating out budget, and thankfully our grocery budget has shrunk anyway month to month. But yeah, we trying to just get it back together, save some money. You know how it goes. I know some of you are in the same position we are. Prices are so high. Our fuel costs are like higher than ever lately. But yeah, we're doing what we can, and I love having a good stock of food so that we can just take a break from buying groceries here and there, at least the bulk of it. So hopefully I save tons of money this month, but I'll get back to you on that later in February. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I would love to know, are you guys working on your budget too? Are you tightening things up? Are you just making changes in your finances at all? Challenging yourselves in any way? I'd love to hear about it. Talk to you later. Bye. Well, those grapes, they're not gonna last past 10 minutes, but they're worth it, right? They're good.
Yep. We should buy more.
We should.
Tomorrow. We should get these every day.
Yeah, just a new thing of grapes.
No, how about we get strawberries and blueberries?
If we did them every day, you guys wouldn't care about them as much.